Hey, Hyrox athlete. My name is Claire Rafferty, and I'm going to take you through some key things that you might not know that you need to know before you take on your very first Hyrox event. So, I have been doing Hyrox now for a couple of years, individual and doubles, and there are lots and lots of different things that I've learned from doing each of these events and through taking clients through each of these events. So the key things that you need to be aware of, grab your pen and paper so you want to take notes, you don't want to have to listen to this twice, is thing number one is obviously starting slow and pacing your runs nice and early. So one of the key things that I see people doing is they go out far too hot on their event on the day and they don't leave enough energy in their tank to maintain that pace and finish strong. So my best advice to you as a first timer is to make sure you go out there, you start slow and you finish that event strong. Now, at the event on the day, there are going to be so many people, and it's going to be so easy to get wrapped up in that adrenaline and in that boost and want to go out hot, have a great time and interact with lots and lots of people, because of course Hyrox is about community and it is about bringing people together. So the second really important thing that I need you to think about is not turning up to the event until about 60 minutes before you're actually due to start. Now, if you are on at 5 or 6 o'clock at night sometimes, you're going to want to go like early morning and meet people, but what's going to happen is that is going to drain all of your energy, and because that adrenaline starts to go and you get hyped and you get excited, when it actually does become time to start your event, you're not going to have enough energy in the tank to help yourself and perform at your absolute best. So as I said, please try to only attend the event from about 60 minutes before you are due to start. Now, another thing that a lot of people don't often think about is nutrition. Now, if you've come from maybe a distance running background or from longer events in the past, you will have a bit of an understanding of nutrition for something like this. Now, nutrition does vary depending on whether you are individual or whether you're pairs really. However, the basics are going to be the same across the board at a base level. So a key thing, whether you are in any of those events, I advise all of my clients to do is to make sure they're having electrolytes. Now, electrolytes are just a way to help you replenish the salts that you're obviously losing through sweat. Quite often what happens is people start to cramp up during their runs towards the back end of the event. So if you've not already started using electrolytes in your training, find a brand that you enjoy and start to use them as soon as possible. If you're sweating lots, you want to be using electrolytes to replenish. On the day, make sure you're having an electrolyte, whether it be a tab or a powder, before you get started in that event. So have it in your morning water. And then of course, once you're finished that event, have another set of electrolytes just to top things back up. Now, if you are individual, I would highly recommend that you have 2 electrolyte portions the day before. So personally, I have one in the morning, say on the Friday, and then one in the evening on the Friday. And then again on the Saturday morning, I then compete, and then I have one on the Saturday night. And what it does is it just makes me feel that recovery a lot quicker, and it also keeps my electrolytes balanced. It's a huge thing that a lot of people miss in their game. Another thing when it comes to nutrition, and tip number 4, is thinking about refueling and hydrating so that your glycogen stores are nice and full. So a key thing here is if you are doing individuals, I get my clients to start increasing their carbs about 3 days before. So the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we start to maybe reduce proteins and reduce fats from some of their meals and increase their carb portions. If you are in doubles, you probably only need to have an increase in carbs at lunchtime on the Friday and at evening on the Friday night, just to top up those stores a little bit more. And then of course, looking at your nutrition of the morning of the event. Carbs are your friend, and carbs are what's going to get you through keeping that energy nice and high. If you struggle to eat breakfast or you struggle to eat before an event, my best advice to you is to look at maybe a cyclodextrin drink. Or looking at something as simple as Haribos or Sorines, looking at those quick acting sugars. You can get some berries, you can get some honey, whatever is going to work for you to get that simple sugars in your body. Now, if you do like to eat good old oats, honey, yogurt and berries is always going to be a good source. A little bit of protein in there too, sensational. These are just some things that are going to help you really prepare the best you can for going out there and getting into that field. Now, once you get to that event, as I said, you want to delay that time as much as possible. But I don't want you to think, oh, I have to get early because I need to figure it out and I need to suss it out and I need to see what the lay of the land is. Thing number 5, it is so simple to follow the track, and it is so simple to follow the course. There are huge, big, almost like bouncy castle balloons up that show you exactly which station you're going to. They've also got a big screen up, which is linked with your chip that they give you when you register. You wear that chip, you run around, and you're gonna see up on the board which lap you're on your run and which station you're heading to next. Now, sometimes that board does delay. It's technology. We all know that that can happen. So as long as you're counting your laps and you can remember which station you were at last, you're going to be seeing it pretty simple which station you're going to next. Everything is literally written up there, the number and the station, so big you cannot miss it. Plus, Hyrox have got so many volunteers there on the day that are going around and supporting and helping you. You will see a volunteer at literally every 100 metres, and once you get into that station, they're every 5-10 metres, and they're pointing you in the right direction of where to go. There's people telling you which bit of kit to use, which lane to stay in. It is all so simple to follow, so please do not stress about that in any way, shape or form. All right, guys, the big thing is you've made it to this point. You've put in the training, you've put in the hard work, and you are ready to compete in your very first ever Hyrox event. So 10 out of 10, well done, congratulations, I'm proud of you, and I probably don't even know you, but well done, and of course, welcome to the Hyrox community. You're gonna have the most fun ever, as long as you stay relaxed and go out there with an open mind to have fun. I wish you all the absolute best in your event, and I would love to know how you get on. So tag me in those posts after, send me a message, do whatever, but let me know how you get on, and of course how you found the tips in this video. If you do have any questions before the event, please reach out to me on Instagram. I am here at all times. I'm sure you'll have it. If not, it's at Claire_Rafferty_. And good luck. Go out, have fun, and I will see you at your next event.